The Denver Nuggets defeated the Timberwolves 112-97. Before the game started, it was announced that Michael Conley wouldn't play in this game due to Achilles soreness, which I do believe was a huge loss for the Timberwolves heading into this game because they don't have no legit point guard outside of Michael Conley. They don't have no playmaker outside of Michael Conley, which I felt was huge when it came to Anthony Edwards' terrible performance tonight in this game. I say that because Denver came out with a great strategy on how to defend him. You got to give Denver credit. The strategy was to double team Anthony Edwards on every possession, just swarm him with a quick double team, never let him get free, and dare the other guys to beat them. It didn't work so well, I would say, at the beginning in the sense because the Timberwolves guys were hitting open threes. You saw guys like Alexander hitting his shots, just the guy who's starting in place of Michael Conley. So at first it wasn't working, but the Nuggets stuck to that game plan for all 48 minutes, and eventually it started to work because Anthony Edwards could not get any easy buckets. Eventually, his teammates started to miss the open shots from the double teams he was getting. Once that happened, that's when Denver really blew open the game and they went up by double digits and they never really looked back. They went on a massive run to end that third quarter. After that, it was pretty much over for the Minnesota Timberwolves. So that strategy paid off. It'll be interesting if Michael Conley can come back for the next game. But if he can't come back for the next game, I think it'll be a repeat of the last game. I'm not so sure if the Timberwolves can adjust to these quick double teams that the Nuggets are throwing on Anthony Edwards without Michael Conley. They need a guy who can set up Edwards for easy buckets and just set up some plays to free him from those quick double teams. They don't have anybody who can do that. So that'll be interesting. I think he has to play in Game 6 for the Timberwolves to win. If he doesn't play in that game, they're going to lose. What I'll say from the Nuggets, Jokic, what can I say? This guy always amazes me. He always impresses me with his dominance. It's like every game you see something new from him that just makes you just be in awe of him. He's an amazing player to watch, a guy that's just very exciting to watch. Definitely a treat to watch. I would say this game, he got his MVP award. Once he got it, he started to dominate the game from start to finish. He really went at Rudy Gobert. He took him to school. He embarrassed him. He hit him with a bunch of moves, just a skyhook move, a dream shake move, up and under move, some bank shots. He got them all. The whole entire arsenal was on display tonight against Gobert. To me, it seemed like he was trying to send him a message, and maybe to just the rest of the Timberwolves, that you can't stop me. Yeah, I own you guys, and there's just nothing you can do about it. Granted, Jokic is not a cocky, arrogant guy, but I think he was trying to send that message like, hey, those first two games, whatever happened in the first two games, that's history. I have you guys figured out, and it's over. And he just punked them. He straight up punked them in this game. Aaron Gordon was also very underrated for the Nuggets. He was making a lot of key hustle plays. He had some dunks. He was good all around. Some great playmaking from him. He had 5 assists. Jamal Murray started off the game very cold, but then he finished the game strong. He had overall a decent game of 16 points on 7 for 14 shooting. KCP was underrated too in this game. 6 of 8 from the field, 16 points. So overall, the Nuggets starters played really, really good, except for Michael Porter Jr. He shot only 2 for 10, but overall they played really good. Jokic, another fact about this game was he was only the second player in NBA history to have a game of 40 points and more than 10 assists to not have a turnover. The last guy to do that was Chris Paul. So it was a great moment for Jokic getting the MVP. He established himself tonight. So it went as good as you could have hoped for if you're a Nuggets fan. Now, if you're a Timberwolves, you're hoping Michael Conley can play in the game 6 and that they can make some adjustments to these double teams that the Nuggets are now throwing at Anthony Edwards. That's really crucial, especially if Michael Conley doesn't play. How do they overcome these double teams? That'll be interesting. I like to see what they could do. One thing I would say is that they could set screens for Anthony Edwards to see if that could free him up. They might as well try even little things like that, but we'll see what happens. Game 6 will be very interesting.